What's up, guys?
Hello, everybody.
We are going to be playing Premiere for Jump to Lightspeed.
Oh, yeah.
How excited is everybody for this? I've made Piett red, and Nathan made Thrawn red.
Thrawn red. Yeah, I do think Thrawn green might be cracked, too.
I think Piett blue is also really good, probably, but I think you build it not how I like to build decks, in the way that it's probably more control oriented, and you just use the Piett ability to get early annihilators and such into play.
Yeah, I'm using red because you get access to like the first order stormtrooper. So turn one, in theory, you can drop Krennic stormtrooper. Turn two, you can drop like heavy, and because Krennic would let you play heavy for one less.
Heavy triggering twice is kind of dumb.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good when defeated abilities in red.
Yeah.
Also, now Dooku's not a when defeated card. Rolling 27 Piett for a while. The base with 5 fewer cards. I can see that being pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Because you could make sure you hit your ramp cards a little bit faster. Dooku. So I'm playing like a little bit of the exploit stuff. Dooku. What was the other one? Oh, and the Persuader tank. Persuader tank, I think, proved its value at this point. Not just with Triple Dark Raid, just
Let's just do one of these cards real quick for no reason.
Play a little bit of exploit stuff so that you can kill your own when defeated triggers in the game. Because I think that's one of the things. Like if you Cobb Vanth, I think is like probably one of the nuttiest cards to play with Thrawn if you play green, right? Cobb. If you play Cobb and your opponent is just like, well, lane dodge and just go to space, which is like pretty, I think pretty likely at this point, then Cobb just
you have no way to get rid of
Cobb
him.
will just sit up there. Now,
yeah.
I kind of like the card Apology Accepted. Defeat one of your guys, get 2 experience tokens to something. I think that could be really good with some of like the trooper shells that we had played.
Mm-hmm. Swing with a guy, swing with like a donk, the 1/2 guy.
Apology Accepted.
Apology Accepted.
I like Apology Accepted with Super Laser Technician. That ramps you, and the Super Laser Tech kind of like pays for itself.
Yeah.
Pays for like the Apology Accepted. So. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to brew. There's a lot to brew with right now.
There's a whole lot to brew. It's overwhelming.
I built this Thrawn deck. I was like, this deck will build itself. And then there were 70-something cards when I sat down. I was like, well, we got to cut some stuff.
So there's a lot of ways I could have built this Piett deck. I went pretty all in on the one game plan of just like playing capital
big stuff.
ships.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see how it works out. I'm not saying this is the best Piett list out there, but this is probably something that you guys could take and refine into something that's actually real.
Yeah, and there's a lot of there's a lot of leaders that I really want to build with, and a lot of them are actually older leaders.
Mm-hmm.
So
love that.
6. Well, I have something resembling a curve.
Okay.
Something resembling a curve here.
We'll see what happens.
10.
Taser face.
8. You got a niche. Because you have a niche.
I am running Outlaw Corona, yep. Try playing a ramp or die Piett for a bit, and it just felt so rough. So 27 HP leaning more into the ramp or die is the test now. Okay, more consistent. I didn't actually think about the 27 HP base because I was like adding cards into my list and saying, I wonder, these cards aren't quite there yet.
Kalumji, thank you.
Thank you. So I think 27 might be the call, because you really want to see the stuff. You want to see your ramp consistently. You want to see the resupply carrier. You want to be able to ramp on the second turn every time. You want to always be able to drop the capital ship you need in the slot. So
can't decide if you're a Corona hater.
Yeah, I'm ready to be a
Somebody
Corona
hasn't found their beach.
But I think the interaction early is probably good to have. I'm gonna play Admiral Piett unit.
I will play the series officer.
I'll take initiative.
I'll pass.
Let's just fight the officer.
All right, take 4. Boom.
Yeah.
I will play the droid missile platform.
I'll resupply.
I will take initiative.
Pass.
I'm going to power the dark side, so as a certain 6-cost unit suddenly doesn't ambush into me.
No, I'll play resupply carrier.
I will attack you for 4.
Corona probably helps a lot with not just exploding on turn 2 pilot plays, which has been the main struggle for any non-aggro deck I've tried building this set. Yeah, I think you need the Corona to be able to just like fight into their donkey ships, potentially. Take initiative.
Yeah. I will play a First Order Stormtrooper. And I will pass.
Wednesday, it's 5-time carbonite time? Good lord. You got a problem.
And that is, you need 3 more carbonite boosters, making it even 2 cases of carbonite
Not enough
boosters.
carbonite boosters. That's the problem. Okay. Alright, let's play a Devastator. I'll do 4 indirect damage, and I can direct it how I like, so I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. I will Thrawn the droid missile platform. So you'll take 3 indirect damage, and then 6 indirect damage, and then you'll take another 1 indirect damage.
So 7 total, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do 3 there. And 4 on base.
I attacked your base 1 time, and you've taken 12 damage.
So Death Dozer.
No glory, only results. So I'll take your Devastator and destroy it.
I'll hit you for 4.
I will take initiative.
I'll deploy Piett and hit you for 2. Post your stream for that somewhere as well, just on Twitch. We just post in our Discord pretty much. If you're talking about us. Then pass. Okay.
I will Ruthless Raider, so 2 damage to your base, 2 damage to the resupply carrier.
Okay. I'll play a Relentless.
I'll Thrawn is for, if I take initiative, I can hit you for 4 for sure with the Ruthless Raider. I think I just take initiative here. It's tempting to deploy Thrawn.
Take for 2 and pass.
But I got a feeling I'm on get as much damage as I can clock. Alright, Ruthless is gonna hit you for 4.
This is a wacky game. I'll hit you for 8. We're in the US. Do we sound like we're in the UK?
I could have had the Raider attack into the Relentless.
Yeah, and kill it. Yeah, trade with it.
Could have.
Oi, mate.
Oi, bruv.
You ready to open some carbonite packs, Governor? Governor?
I'm going to play a landing shuttle.
I'm going to overwhelming barrage, Piett, and defeat the landing shuttle. Okay, 4 damage to the landing shuttle.
Draw. Do I want to draw? You got 4 open?
Yep. Y'all speak like that? Yeah, I knew it. Perfect impression.
Draw. Yeah, sure. I'll draw.
Okay.
Draw.
Two carbonite boxes got Luke and Piett showcase. Ooh, that's sick. Nice.
I will deploy Thrawn.
I'll let you for 4. We just posted when we go live in our Discord. We have a content sharing channel for other people to use if they want.
So just take initiative, kill the Relentless, I get 4 damage on you. I'm gonna take initiative.
Okay. I'm gonna play a Ruthless Raider and do 2 damage to Thrawn and 2 to your base.
Okay.
And pass. Big ol' ships.
Ruthless.
Carbonara boxes.
I'm 2 damage short at taking care of the space fleet, by the way. So I have Dooku. I can sack Dooku. I can sack Thrawn and the Raider to smoke the Relentless, but then I only get the 2 damage because I don't think Thrawn's ability works when you use a when defeated ability.
Does he have to be in play and alive, do you think?
I don't know. This is an excellent rules question for the YouTube later on. If I play Dooku and I sack both Ruthless Raider and Thrawn at the same time, do I get the double trigger of the Ruthless Raider? I don't know the answer. because exploit is like as you play the card, you have to sack them, right? Anyway, this if that best case scenario occurs, this is 8 damage to take out the Relentless, and then 4 damage to go into the.
So it's still not enough.
It's not enough to kill that. This is where I'm like 2 damage short on it. I can have the Raider fight into the Relentless, and then die twice. So it does 4 damage, and then I'll do 2 damage to that, and then 2 damage to it again, and 4 damage to your base.
I'll do 12 indirect damage to you.
Okay. I have a total of 8 and 5, so I have 13. Guess what? I live at 1, right? Because I do 5 damage here and then 7 damage. No, I got 7 damage on my base. Yeah. I'm looking at your base. That's me too. So.
No, you can't exploit one at a time. It would happen simultaneously. I feel like it might work because Thrawn's there for the when defeated trigger, like for the when defeated activation. So I definitely, if anyone knows the answer to that, sound off in the comments.
I'll take initiative.
I think it might still trigger both. You can ready up the unit that's coming in when using Admiral Mahdi as the fodder. Yeah, but that's the when defeated trigger that's on the stack already.
So the unit has entered play, and you're right. You've played it's like simultaneous, right? Like you've sacked the unit. Hey, Stone Rain, how's it going? You've sacked the unit to play the unit. So part of the cost of playing the unit. So to put the unit into play, you've sacked the thing. It's not. There's no stack like in Magic, right? I don't cast as an additional cost to cast this spell. Put the spell on the stack, and then those triggers trigger there. It's my action is to play the unit. To play the unit, I sack 2 things.
I think it seals when Super Laser's played.
It's a very similar situation, right? Because Iden dies the same as everything else, so Iden does get to see everything die and then die.
I feel like it might work.
So I think it might work.
Yeah.
I think it might work.
That's a good point. I love playing Star Destroyers.
If I use Count Dooku and sack Thrawn and a unit that has a when defeated ability simultaneously, does Thrawn see the other unit die and trigger its when defeated ability again? That's the question.
Yeah, Thrawn's a unit.
Lethal Hobo.
Thank you.
I think the problem with that last game, I think the game was very close because there was a lot of damage I had to leave on the table that I could have done to you, but I would have died. I think the problem with that game was my answers were like the same cost as shit you were putting into play, and you got like bonuses from it.
Mulligan.
I will keep. Put you there. Put you there. Or you. Which of yous is better?
What do we love? What do we hate? In the new set? I feel like I haven't developed a hate yet. Love? I'm brewing some Han right now. Maybe we're gonna do a showcase showdown on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm gonna right here.
Show off the Vador.
Yeah, it's gonna
Dork Vador.
You guys wanna peep on this? You wanna check that out?
Oh man,
check that out. Check out that sweet little baby right there.
Sweet Vador, complete with 2 hyperspace foil Vader units.
Yep. Be tricking that deck out.
We got Han v Vader. Should be fun.
Also, Overwhelming Barrage.
Yeah, it's the card.
Also, Overwhelming Barrage.
Certainly
I won't be. I don't think I'll be sad when that card rotates.
Yeah, I don't feel like they won't be reprinting that, right? Unlikely.
It was probably a card they printed. Like, this seems pretty good. This is like a. already hate Django and his new tools. I can see that. I can see him just getting better. They didn't really lose anything, right? Everybody gained stuff. Like everybody gained stuff, but Django gained. This was like
Django gained a lot of stuff. Yeah,
Django was eating pretty well. All right, Krennic.
I'm gonna prepare for takeoff.
Looking for some guys. Want to build Kaz Red. Yeah, I think. I
only had.
I don't know what the deck looks like, right? But I hate that, or they hate that ship, and Home 1 is like good. That's a combo. We're combinating. Okay, I got some cool stuff. There's a lot. The thing is like, because they've seeded some keyword stuff, there's like a whole bunch of. I'll take initiative. Because they've got a whole bunch of like keyword stuff in the set, there were a lot of things from the past that I think got better.
Triple Dark Raid and War Juggernaut is absurd. Yeah, that makes sense.
We'll play heavy.
I'll resupply.
I'm gonna attack you for 2.
Take initiative.
I will pass.
All merciless contest. I do 2,000 award jar and I feel like the pro wrecker upgrade. Yeah.
Krennic is gone. I will attack you for 4.
I'll deploy Piett.
Yeah, get powered.
Take initiative.
Pass.
Devastator in there. Oh, Devastator's probably stupid. All right, I will.
Yeah, Devastator's stupid with Django. Right?
I'll resupply.
Especially if you triple Dark Raid into it. I'm gonna play Krennic. He's back. He was this close to greatness.
I'll play Prepare for Takeoff. Okay. I'll get Raider and Relentless.
I'm going to play the shuttle for 3, thanks to Krennic. I think I'm going to move Krennic's shield to heavy using the shuttle.
I'll take initiative.
I'm going to attack you for 6. And I will pass. Oh. Yeah, okay. I guess we'll go down there. Okay.
Devastator, I'll do 4 indirect damage there.
Okay. Heavy is toast.
Django as well as the indirect damage units, they'll probably dump it on the base to avoid the exhaust. Yeah, fair, but still, like, that's still so much damage. Django's already doing a ton of damage.
I'm gonna Ruthless Raider. 2 damage to the Devastator, 2 damage to you. And actually, it only costs me 1.
I'll take initiative.
I'm going to hit you for 3. Hit you for 2. Thrawn. Hit you for 4.
Lord.
And then pass.
Okay. Man, that's a lot of damage. I'm dead. I can Planetary Bombardment and indirect 12 damage onto your board, which is pretty sick, but I can kill like these guys, and then Thrawn kills me with this trigger and his attack. So I'm dead.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, both games were like an action shy for the other person.
That you were just answering my stuff there.
Yeah. It was a. That one felt more like you didn't hit the early pieces that are bad for me.
My first prepare for takeoff only found the 1 ship too, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But that's not really like that bad. I don't think it's like a killer. I did not hit my resupply frigate, which is huge, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like I always have to hit that on 5 resources.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably there's a reason to prepare to take off to try to hit it.
The killing of the Piett with the power of the dark side meant that I had to dirtle around next turn instead of being able to just jam the Devastator. So, or not Devastator, whatever.
The Relentless?
The red one?
The Ruthless Raider? Devastator?
Is it Devastator?
Yeah,
Devastator. Okay.
Devastator is both green and red now, which might be what's confusing.
Oh, okay.
Devastator, there's the 10-drop Devastator, which I would still probably play in the deck.
I am playing it. I am playing it. Yeah.
Just because it's also very good.
It's very, very playable with Piett.
Yeah.
He's extremely aggressive with playing these things. Not to mention if the unit is somehow in play. Turn 2 ramp into resupply carrier on turn 4 relentless. Yeah, exactly. You want to be doing that every game. So that's why I'm more in that 27 HP base camp right now.
Yeah. I think Krennic helped out a ton that game. It was good to see him because he made the early plays a lot better.
They did win one just now. But you're here, Clank. You made it. The consistency is a good deck question with the set.
Just get rid of both of those.
Prepare for takeoff. I was thinking about playing Unit Thrawn in here too, or Unit Tarkin in here to try to like fish for the resupply frigates even more.
Yeah.
I'll get a Raider and I'll get Star Destroyer. Gladiator Star Destroyer.
Play the
Take initiative.
I'll pass.
Super laser.
Droid missile platform.
Take initiative.
Attack you for 2. Pass.
Thanks for that follow.
All right, take 4.
Yep. You got it.
Hit you for 4.
You got it. I will play a Raider, do 2 damage.
I'll do 3 indirect damage to you.
I'm gonna dump it on this.
I'll play another droid platform.
I will. I'll deploy.
I'll take initiative.
Hit you for 2.
You gotta be kidding me, dude.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
Gotta be kidding me, man.
Certainly you're kidding me.
The deck is like... There was no shortage to the number of 3-drops you could play in this deck. So I cut it down to like a measly 15, and I don't have one in my hand for right now because I have a 2-drop and a 3-drop that I could pair. All right, let's we'll have the droid missile platform fight there.
Okay,
and then I'll dump 6 indirect damage into you.
all right. So I'm gonna do 2 to your base, and I'll take my 6. Lordy, lordy. Did I not? I did a resource, okay.
I think I should have mulliganed this hand. You've resubscribed using a Prime. Thank you. Thank you, Will Mill. You do the Lord's work bothering Jolker in the Discord as far as I'm concerned.
I'm going to play Resupply Carrier.
I'm going to play Wartime Trade Official.
What's that little guy doing?
He's a good exploit target.
Yeah.
Also, he's like good against control, right? Like you.
I'm gonna play Admiral Piett.
All right. I'll take initiative.
I'll attack you for 2. Yeah, no, I do like that guy. Just joshing. Pass. Just joshing about.
Now I drew it. I'm gonna deploy Thrawn, I guess.
I'm gonna blast him with the fucking Devastator. Take 8. Get on my sight.
I'll Raider. I'll do 2 to the Devastator. I'll do 2 to your base.
I will. It's tempting to like just take initiative here. Actually, there's just a lot of damage on the table. I think I don't. I'll hit you for 4.
Okay, I will take initiative.
Figured. I'll hit you for 2 and 1. And pass. We'll see if that was a mistake.
All right. Raider into the Devastator. I'll use Thrawn, so it'll end up doing 8 damage to the Devastator and 4 damage to your base. I will say Thrawn, Ruthless Raider, is disgusting. Not that Ruthless Raider needed help in this set, but it's kind of doing some disgusting stuff.
Let's go ahead and play Relentless.
Wasn't even dreaming. Two open. Attack you for 1.
Thank you for 4.
I'll play Madi.
Madi is kind of scary. I'll kill Madi.
Yeah.
Madi is horrifying. You ready, that guy?
Yeah, I'll ready this guy.
Something funny with the Vader unit, the pilot attachment part of him, is he can do 1 damage to a unit and kill it. So he can kill Madi with his ability, and then do a damage to a base, and then ready whatever ship he's on after attack.
That's pretty sick. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's pretty thematic.
All right, I'll attack you for 1.
Take it for 2.
I'm gonna Persuader, sack this guy. 2 damage. I'll do it to the Piett. This guy. I get a battle droid.
I'm sorry.
Battle droid.
You do 2 battle droids if you want. I guess, right?
No, I already used him.
Oh, you used it. I will take initiative.
I'll pass. You killed Thrawn, right?
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
He got devastated.
Yeah.
He done got devastated. This is probably... It's overwhelming barrage.
Jerk off.
Whenever
motion.
I play overwhelming barrage, I'm
Jerk off motion.
I'm gonna turn 100
Jerk off
and kill
motion.
those guys. They're dead. This is a 10-10.
Yeah, you got it. I needed. I was gonna swing the Persuader there. I had a Dooku, and so I was trying to set up Dooku, exploit Madi, to get damage in.
Oh boy. Star Destroyers.
Did a lot of damage.
We can do one more game.
All right, I'll take initiative. I'll take initiative. It feels like these games are kind of like whoever has initiative first.
It's so important. It's ridiculous. It's so important. I want to say thanks for introducing me to Sorcery Contested Realm and the different ways to do 2-player draft. Oh, cool. Awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
The Arthurian Legends is a pretty good limited set. It's like way better for limited than the first set. There's an actual distribution of creatures and removal, and everything's like relatively balanced. The knights are like very impactful in play, but the knights are like hard to play. You have to kind of like plan your mana out to play them and stuff like that. So I got to play. I've got to play one sorcery draft. We had like some more that were scheduled, but other stuff got interfered with all of that. But
I really like sorcery as like a cube type of a game. Like have a cube and keep growing it and changing it. The Winchester draft is so fun. Yeah. It works really good for 2 people. So I'm glad you like it. Glad we can get you that out there. A lot of people don't know about Winchester Draft even existing, and the only real reason we know about it is because it's like an old ass Magic article from 10 years ago when we were playing Magic Cube.
Yeah, we would Winchester a bunch of different stuff. We would Winchester. I had a cube back when a cube was something you could walk around with, and not like some sort
and
of
not with an armed guard.
Yeah, right. I mean, like that was the problem with Magic card. I mean, like I had all the dual lands in my cube, right? All the fetches, all the dual lands. I had like foil onslaught fetches. I had like foil Ionia. I had all kinds of Jace the Mind Sculptor foil. There was just like, now this is before like Secret Layers or whatever. So the only way to trick out cards was to get like foil versions of them, or promo versions if it was like a judge promos, F&M promos. So it's walking, at the time, I remember thinking at the time the cube was like, this is like it's like $800, which would like suck if it lost.
Foil onslaught fetches are 1,000 a piece, really?
I guess now, I mean, I sold it for like 150 more than a decade ago. I'm not mad about it because I picked up. I think I picked up the foil onslaught fetch because I think I had like some of the. I don't think I had Delta, but I had like Bloodstained Mire and Windswept Heath. But I sold them to a buddy. It was like the most money that had changed hands for a Magic collection at that time. He wanted to pick up like a bunch of stuff after the cube was like way too expensive. So like when I put the cube together, it was like $700 to $800. And then I had the cube in existence for like 3 years, and I would just let people play as long as I was there playing and keep an eye on it. And then that was about the time that the SEG Legacy stuff started up. And I was like, oh, and like the price of dual lands went from $40-$50 to several hundred. And I was like, oh, I just can't let random people touch this.
No.
That's just not going to happen at this point. So, yeah, we'll be hiding this. One of these is good. I think you got to get resourced for now. All right, we'll start off with the Krennic.
Take initiative.
Well, yes. Resource slash, I guess.
Get him out of here.
I'll play this dude.
I'll take initiative.
Pass. Hey, I gotta resource something. I have to keep these.
Outlaw Corona would be good on this turn.
This, if I had this, would I know what to do with it? I guess this. I think I prefer this play. Okay.
Resupply. Really want to build an Akbar deck. Anyone have good ideas? I haven't looked at Akbar yet.
Attack you for 2.
Take initiative.
I'll play a First Order Stormtrooper. And then I will play a droid missile platform. And I will pass. You asked me what Akbar the leader does? I think he sits in a trade binder. On Blade.
I'm going to play Piett. Checking the rules Discord. If Thrawn was a unit and died during combat, it wouldn't trigger. So no, it's a Dooku exploit.
It was a Dooku exploit.
It was Relentless Raider and Thrawn unit on the table at the same time. Can you exploit both of them using Dooku's exploit ability and get damage from both of them and also get double trigger from the Relentless Raider?
Yep. I'm gonna have this First Order Stormtrooper attack you for 2 and make you take 1 indirect.
I think I'll take a base.
Okay.
I'll deploy Piett.
Okay. I am going to self-destruct the First Order Stormtrooper, defeat a friendly unit. Now, here's the question.
You do the when defeated first.
I do the when defeated first.
Yes.
Okay. So I will sack him to do 1 indirect damage to you. Do I declare the target? So
You do not.
okay, so I'm going to self-destruct, sacrificing First Order Stormtrooper. So take 1 indirect damage. I'll self-destruct and kill him.
Okay.
I guess it's something like this.
I'll play a resupply carrier.
This is going to attack you for 2.
I'll have a Piett fight it.
All right. I'll do 4 to your base. I'm going to have the droid missile platform attack you for 4.
Take initiative.
I will play Inferno 4, and we'll take a look at the top. Excellent. Excellent. I'm excited to see these cards go to the bottom of my deck. And then I will pass.
OB.
Every blue deck is just going to play Regional Governor from now on.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Okay, so we'll do 6 indirect damage to you, and then Inferno 4 is going to take a gander. We are shipping these.
I'll take 4 on base.
I will power the dark side you.
I can lose Piett. I'll hit you for 6.
I am going to deploy Thrawn.
I'll play Outlaw Corona.
I will attack you for 4.
Take initiative.
I am going to pass. God, is it this? I feel insane doing that.
No Devastator. Phase 1, no Devastator. I'll planetary bombardment and do 12 indirect to you. Let's see how I like that.
I'll take 6 on Thrawn and then 6 on my base.
No Disintegration would be lethal on the carrier now with the OB buff on it. Is no Disintegration's damage...
Well, it would die at the end of the turn if that's what you're asking.
Remaining HP, yeah.
Yeah, it would die at the end of the turn, but it wouldn't die immediately, right? Because basically you're looking at whatever the health total is on the monster, do all but 1 of whatever's left. You do Y damage where Y is equal to X's -1, where X is the health that's remaining. I don't know, whatever. You get the joke.
But
you
yes.
get the joke.
But yes.
You get the joke. How about a merciless contest?
How about it? Sure, you can get your top card.
Okay.
I'm gonna open fire off Thrawn.
Okay. Should have taken the damage. I'll take initiative.
I'll let you for 4.
Should have taken my damage when I could.
I pass.
I was donated a resource, so I'll pretend like I'm good here. I'll play a Rokai gunship. I've actually been looking forward to this, like, because I think this is like really strong with Thrawn, being able to like split damage.
I'll hit you for 4.
I am going to Persuader, exploit the gunship, do damage to your base and a damage here.
Damage to base. I will planetary bombardment. 12 damage.
I have
You get like 15 to play with, right?
yeah, so I take 9 to my base and 3 damage here, and take initiative as my next action.
Yep, you got it. Ooh. That was a good game.
That was good. That was good. This is actually the first game I played. I was like, "Oh no, I've made a terrible mistake. This deck is a terrible matchup into this because you're just gonna go way over the top of me." But the thing is this Thrawn deck cranks out some damage.
Yeah.
It is cranking out some damage. I do have to wonder. Was there? Let me go through here, see if there are any cards that I didn't show off.
I didn't get a prepare for takeoff off that game, and I felt it.
Yeah, because you were like card short. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a 1-of Shadowcaster in the deck because you can play it when you're fixing to kill something off, and you can get triple effects. And it's also a 4/7. I don't think it's like easily taken off the table.
I think it's decent in there. Yeah.
I think it's decent in here. I was playing Desperate Commando as a 2-drop. Your 2-drops are actually, you're spoiled for 2-drops depending on what you want to do. And I think the king of the 2-drops is Krennic.
I mean,
So I split the difference, right? So like this is all of your viable 2-drops in the deck. Now Mahdi's not really a 2-drop. We'll kind of move him off to the side. But I opted for 3 of each of these 3, Rokai, and Krennic, and then 2 of Trade Official, Inferno 4, Desperate Commando. I opted for 3 of each of these.
what does Desperate Commando do?
When defeated, give a unit -1/-1 for the phase. And so you can use this to kill like Phantom.
Yeah.
You are not punished for playing this in Thrawn, in my opinion, because this can kill X4s. You can fight into an X4 and kill it. I don't think this card is good outside of Thrawn. It's probably viable and limited, and so I had this spread right here. Worried that Shadowcaster is a bit win more. So it doesn't. I played 1 of Shadowcaster. I played 3 of Ruthless Raider, which was the right call because Ruthless Raider was
It's so much fucking damage.
ranking
It's
damage.
insane. Yeah. As predicted, it's very good. In
It
Thrawn.
traded so far up the. Like you were playing
You
Star
found the
Destroyers.
Devastator and killed it.
Yeah, so Ruthless Raider, the real winner of this game was a card from the first set of this matchup, right?
I mean, I think my the Relentless is what won the matches. It felt like, at least, against you. So that's another one from the
I
first set
could
that's
have
really
played
good.
around it. I mean, I had like a Power of the Dark Side, but there were actually several. It mattered when I had initiative, it did not matter when you had initiative.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I was packing
the sweet executor.
The showcase executor.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that it's good in here.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't kill something when it comes into play.
Yeah.
But it's sick, and I could not play it.
And then I'm playing 2 of Chimera. So 1 Shadowcaster, 2 Chimera, 3 Ruthless Raider. My suspicion was that Ruthless Raider was just better than these other ones. And I think both of my L's, I had Chimera in hand, not quite effective, not quite where I wanted it to be. Yeah. I wish I had more 1-drops in this deck. I think Landing Shuttle is good in the main, but like against Justin, I would just board this out because it doesn't do anything. I think Self-Destruct is good. I think I'm packing 2 of those.
That seems very good.
I think I did. Whoa! Hey,
the gifted subs.
10 subs. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Let's see what the exact spread of the events were. I think it was.
Self-Destruct's like extra good in there.
I think Self-Destruct's really good.
Merciless Contest is also pretty strong.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So 3 powers of the dark side, 3 self-destructs, 2 merciless conflicts, 2 no glory only results. So this was the spread here on these. I would consider playing slightly more actions. Just cause
You play like the kill a vehicle event. It seems pretty
direct
main
hit,
main deckable.
Yeah,
right
direct
now.
hit might be main deckable. And I wasn't doing any piloting stuff with this deck because I wasn't playing like any attachment hate because I felt like Power of the Dark Side, Merciless Contest, and No Glory were all like viable answers.
I don't necessarily think Thrawn
piloted
needs to mess around with pilots.
I don't think so. The only thing is like whether some piloted stuff like changes the race, the clock math, right? Like how fast you can rush down the opponent. That's like one thing that you could do with some of the pilots. But the indirect damage stuff translated into a lot of damage to your base. One of the things that I suspect about indirect damage is that your removal, your daring raids, your open fires are better because they can kill things up the curve. Because I do some indirect damage to you and you're like, okay, well, I'll take some damage over here. And then I'm like, okay, well, now I can get open fired, right? So...
Yeah, I kind of want to play Daring Raid in here.
Yeah.
You know, just
Yeah.
like clean up. I'm throwing around a lot of indirect damage as well.
I think they made Daring Raid better with this set. It's not in this set, but I think Daring Raid is better. Sentinel Pilot to try and force your opponent to attach the unit you want when the defeated might be saw. Yeah, I mean, like one of the things is this unit, the droid missile platform, was cranking out damage, but it was very susceptible to dying. Right? Grenade Strike. Yeah, Grenade Strike is possible.
That's another one I was thinking about here too.
Grenade Strike's very possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's like a number of, there's like a world where like Inferno 4 Pilot does like 15 damage in a game, right? Because you just, like, if you do Inferno 4 and then slap Vader in this, if they don't have like a good piece of removal, then
it's a 5-6
that's doing a damage to a unit when it attacks, and then if it kills a unit, and then if your opponent gets rid of it, then okay, that sucked, but you are still like, getting to cycle for cards, right? That's so it's so like, let's say in this game, in that matchup, right? I play a 2-drop, you go searching for stuff, and then on your next turn you like ramp, and I like slap the thing in there and start cracking in there. Then you start taking damage at a much faster pace. If both people like, what I'm trying to wrap my head around is what happens if both people are holding answers for piloted stuff? Okay, then the board situation that develops, as long as your opponent has resources untapped, you can't play a pilot because you get blown out.
Yeah.
So then you're incentivized to play another threat. And so then the opponent is like incentivized to play something. And so you both just play up the curve anyway.
Well, if you play the threat and your opponent is like clear to play a pilot, then right?
Yes, then your opponent could play a pilot.
So it's like you're better off answering their shit than anything else.
Yeah. So I think you still you're incentivized to just smoke whatever was on the table anyway.
Yeah. Cards that got buffed, open fire.
Yeah.
Right. Another one.
Yeah.
It's so
I don't think
necessary.
I don't think you can play too much removal possibly.
Yeah. I feel like you want 12 pieces of removal.
Yeah.
It's
entirely possible you want that much.
Yeah. So
now I built I was building it's the short list. The first deck I built was Vader, Oops All Vaders, because of the showcase I opened plus the hyperspace foil ones. And I was just like, well, I feel like I gotta play that, right? Hit some great thresholds against certain decks. Yeah. Open Fire has always been a respectable card.
There's
right?
so many 3/4 ships you want to blow up with it now.
Yeah. And then I was also looking at Von Reg because I felt like he would be a lot of fun.
I was looking at Von Reg Mono Red.
Yeah, that was actually what I had put together too. I think I got it cut down to 50. But I think Von Reg Mono Red.
You could twice the pride on a ship, and it's so much damage.
So it's actually... So you can play Punishing One in the deck.
Yeah.
You can twice the pride their guy to kill it and ready Punishing One. And so, if Von Reg is in Punishing One, I think that's totally fine. If he's in his Interceptor, he's hitting for a ton of damage.
Even better, yeah.
Clone Combat Squadron can get ridiculous with the new Vader. Yeah, I wondered how many tokens you could put into play with that deck. It seemed pretty good. It seemed pretty good. I think you want to play Red Vader because I think Victor Leader is really powerful, but honestly, putting the Vader pilot in Von Reg's ship might just be better. There's an argument to put Vader in Ruthless Raider. You don't the interesting thing about the pilot leaders is that as soon as you can play them may not be the optimal time to play them.
Yeah, true.
That was, we kind of danced around that in the limited games that we played, where it was like, yeah, I can play my guy, but I get to play my guy on a damaged ship. I don't know, maybe that's worth it.
And it's not necessarily getting an attack that turn.
We're gonna Kraken and Cody to gain further buffs in New Vader. Yeah, so I had Kraken buffs the tie tokens if on attack, and the list of cards that I had considering included both Kraken and Cody because they seem really good. So thinking about building Phasma. Green ECL is the only option with her since all the first order cards are red and green. I think Phasma's down the list for me to build, but I am considering it.
I really like what's Hux?
Hux is good.
Hux unit? It seems really good.
On the Legion
card.
General Pryor or whatever he was disgusting in the one game we played where he got out on the table. He does a lot of damage.
You just have to have initiative is the thing.
But
again, it's
but he does a lot of damage. So
you just have to have initiative.
You do have to have initiative, but man, he cranks out the damage.
I guess if you just resource him and play enough 2-drops where you resource him if you don't have initiative.
Yeah,
that's fine.
So you can. It really depends on what your opponent plays too, right?
Yeah. I might try to make some Phasma. We have a lot of brewing to do, guys.
Yeah.
We got a whole lot of brewing to do.
We're taking it easy. So the problem whenever a new set comes out and we're building like 2 decks for stream, we're building decks for like 3 or 4 hours before a stream.
The deck quality suffers. We're not spending. We don't have enough time.
Yeah, and so I'm just like slapping shit in there a lot of times, just to try to get it playable, not necessarily optimal. And like, I don't know that this Thrawn deck was optimal.
I'm just basically trying to get a shell of what a deck for this leader would look like.
I think this is a starting point. If anybody wants to take this Thrawn brew and move it on from here.
Yeah, same with Piett.
I'll say so. I will say, if you are looking for a budget option, I think Shadowcaster is one of the cheapest.
Piett is oops all L's. Here, guys, look at my Hyperfoil Devastator. Isn't that sick? To go with my Hyperfoil Set 1 Devastator. Ooh. I also got a Hyperfoil Planetary Bombardment in here. It's kind of cool.
All right, so this Thrawn deck was 2 R's, 2 R's, and an L. So this Thrawn deck was 4 total rares and a legendary, and the Shadowcaster is honestly debatable. It's debatable.
Let me just count the L's in here real quick.
Yeah, and then the rest of this deck is commons and uncommons. So this is a nice like budget brew for anybody who is looking for something just to mess around with. You can go up the curve from where I was. I wasn't playing. I had these off to the side. I wasn't playing Onyx Squadron Brute because I felt like healing is reactive and I wanted proactive damage. But you could certainly play these. And then the Fleet Interdictor. You could play this. My suspicion is this card is not good in Premier. It's probably.
I think it might be okay in.
I think if you play Piett Blue, it's good because you can drop this. You can drop like the turn you deploy Piett, you can drop this, and it's pretty good.
We will make we'll link the SWDB page in the.
Yeah, I don't think I made it public yet.
We'll do
so
that.
this is budget Thrawn.
There's 12 legendaries in this deck, by the way.
This is budget Thrawn, and so there's probably some stuff that you could improve in here, and like takedowns maybe.
We can keep these kind of together.
Just sit around. Yeah. We'll keep it. I'll keep these here. I don't think I need anything out of here. I think I got some promo moddies I can use from the. So
there you go.
Appreciate everybody hanging around tonight. We'll have some new decks on Wednesday, including free
Showcase
preview.
Showdown.
Oh.
And I'll try to make Han for Wednesday, so we can Han v Vader showcases. I only have one showcase. It's embarrassing. That is.
Do you have
cool.
hyperspace foil Hans to go with your Han showcase?
Don't,
okay.
no. I think I got one hyperspace regular Han, but that's it. Pathetic. I know. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching.
Actually, we were talking at the store about how we want to play Twin Suns now.
Yeah.
We might try to get some Twin Suns guys. Because I think Vader, Emperor, that's a sick deck.
That's a sick
deck.
Sounds pretty good.
Sick deck. Emperor, Vader, Twin Suns. That's awesome.
There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with Twin Suns.
Yeah.
Now. All right. Goodbye.
See ya.